Hey, hello, Sister Goons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to Batman Arkham Asylum. Right here, I am showing you what is going on in these cells. Basically, it's the Batman model, but over the skeletons and code of certain maniac characters. But anyway, so in the last video, we managed to get back to the Intensive Treatment Center, and now we're on our final Scarecrow segment. But this is not going to be that simple compared to the other ones because I actually died here a few times. I'm not proud to admit it. In fact, the first death happens like pretty instantaneously. At least compared to the other ones, which at least have a little bit of space in between them. So I thought that I could just go up and make that, but it didn't really work out. So, attempt number 2, actually managed to be patient this time, and yeah. So a bit of an interesting thing about this particular segment, near the end of the last video, we saw Joker basically using a Scarface to basically do announcements and all that. And it actually continues here, and it acts like Joker knows who Batman is, although technically speaking that wouldn't happen until Arkham Knight. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, so yeah. And I believe it was around here I died again, but I could be wrong. But also, yes, I am editing out the deaths, so you don't need to see all that. But it is very annoying when that happens, but yeah. But thankfully, that's the last death of the video. Although, well, no, actually, there is one more. I apologize. But today's video is going to be a bit of a beefer, as I probably should have explained a minute ago. So, not only are we taking on Scarecrow, but we're also going to be getting the spores that are needed to counter the Titan formula. And with that said, this playthrough is almost over. We have like 3 more videos after this one, and then we're done. Though I do have an idea of what I want to play next. It is a bit of a short game, and I may be able to finish it in like a day. Maybe? I don't really know. And really, I honest to God thought that freaking vision would get me. But basically, you want to keep up with that panel, because if you just walk, it's not going to get you very far. So, yeah. And, thankfully, this is the last, as I said earlier, this is the last Scarecrow segment. And this is the longest one by far, because there is a second thing attached to it. And in hindsight, I probably should have went just a little bit earlier. But also, do not immediately grapple up. Let him do his rounds and then do it. So you have ample time to actually get up there, you know? Also, this is where patience really comes in handy, because if I just rushed it, I would have been dead several times over by now. Well, several more times over, I should say. But, yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, and I was just trying to get a gauge for how the vision works. And right here is the closest we get to Scarecrow, like, well, I would say the closest we get to actually apprehending Scarecrow immediately after the light. But no, this is the final part of the Scarecrow segment, and it sort of combines the Mook Rush thing along with the lights as an end goal. The only difference is that, thankfully, you don't need to worry about Scarecrow seeing you and getting a game over, because, well, that would be basically impossible. You know, because in the last Mook segments, you know, there was a large enough space so that way you wouldn't be able to be seen by Scarecrow. Anyway, so basically what the idea is that you need to take care of these waves of enemies so that way these back signals can shine on his hands and then his face. And it starts out pretty damn easy because the skeletons are incredibly weak. You just do a 1-2-3 hit combo, and pretty much every hit after that, like a counter or a combo takedown, is going to do the trick. But with the Titan ones, you just need to let them run into the wall. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And they do not regenerate, by the way. So you can just take your time or be as quick as you want, but you know, that is the final Scarecrow segment done and over with. However, Scarecrow is not quite apprehended just yet. So as soon as we shine this light in his crotch, good God, it hurt. Seriously, any dick shot or a ball shot really hurts. Like you just, like, watch it and still feel the pain from it. Also, this is a little bit of a mischaracterization from later entries in the series, and while I don't necessarily blame this game for it, I do want to call it out. So, well, actually, maybe it's not a mischaracterization, actually, now that I think about it, but anyway. So, basically, what Scarecrow is trying to do right now is that he's gonna go into the sewer system and spread his Fear Toxin in the water, which will lead into Gotham Harbor, basically engulfing the entire city in fear, which, if you know Scarecrow, that fits his MO. But in Arkham Knight, though, Scarecrow is very cold. Like, he doesn't show a lot of emotion aside from anger and fear at the very end of the game. But here, like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's like it's like he never saw Batman basically be immune or somewhat immune to his toxin before. Like, Scarecrow's whole thing, in case you couldn't guess, is about fear with his Fear Toxin and whatnot. And to be fair, fear can be a very powerful weapon indeed, but you just need to know how to use it right. So, anyway. Actually, maybe I should say my thoughts on Scarecrow until Arkham Knight, which I may do this October. I will have a poll. If anyone wants to do that, I'll have a poll for when I need to do my my Halloween playthrough. You know what I mean? But but we will cross that bridge in time. Uh, just, just give it a few months. Anyway, so not only are we gonna take on Scarecrow, but also we're gonna take on Killer Croc. Now, something a little bit of interest, I think. Sorry about that. So, basically, Scarecrow is never seen in person again. He is mentioned like 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 a through a riddles or maybe an Easter egg in something like City, or I think he actually had I think he had an Easter egg in Origins, but I could be wrong on that one. Basically what the gist is that Scarecrow is not a physical presence in the games from this point onward. Although in City there is a mask which is a riddle, and also in City during one of the major portions of the game, we see certain thugs wearing something that kind of looks like Scarecrow. Now these could be some mixed some like a glitch in the textures that was a screwing up, but you know, I don't really know for certain, but people have thought that those were Scarecrow goons. And like, Scarecrow doesn't seem like the kind of guy to have a lot of people on his side. At least that's how I see it. But you know, there's sort of a different boats for different strokes for different folks. That's what I want to say. Damn it. And here I was just trying to find some Riddler junk, and also figure out where these goons were, but you know, all worked out in the end. So in case you have any kind of a curiosity about like how the hell did Scarecrow make his toxin in this game, because like you would imagine that the Arkham staff would take that shit away from him, right? Well, he actually developed a new strand of Fear Toxin based on mushrooms that are grown on Arkham Island. Though these are pretty wild mushrooms, so yeah. So yeah, that would actually explain why Batman trips out a lot during those segments, but you know, still pretty cool. Basically, oh wait, actually, what did I upgrade here? Did I upgrade the health, or did I get the final explosive gel? Oh, health it is. Yep. Still though, I know I'm being a dead horse, but I am proud that I got as far as I did on such low health. You know, that was insane for me. But when we get to the final boss, the health bar will be fully revealed. Sorry, brain's thinking faster than I can think. Also, I think this is a very tricky riddle, and also right there are the mushrooms. They were also in a cave that were above us, but I didn't bother to mention that until now. So anyway, and actually, I thought there was a riddle in here, but it says it's obscured, and I don't really know what would be obscured, because like you could clearly see the meat in there, and I thought it would have been a riddle relating to Crock, but no, it wasn't. Though I would have to come back here off screen later, but you know how it is. And we're now, well, actually, the control room access. I don't necessarily remember that, but this is where we will find. Well, actually, this is practically the main entrance into the sewer, which is, as I said in the last video, is Crock's lair. And also, I was just trying to figure out if there was any Riddler stuff I could have gotten here, but turns out there wasn't. So, you know, and right here is also a bit of a funny a writing thing, because right here, well, as soon as Batman is done investigating this thing, this is the last scene we have with Scarecrow. So he says one more step, right? But Batman just keeps walking forward. It's fucking inconsistent writing, but it's actually kind of fun. Plus, I think Batman thought that Scarecrow was bluffing. And I mean, at this point, he did have a lot of fear, especially with Crock, Crock snatching him up. And it's right here that we never physically see Scarecrow again. Although, a bit of a spoiler, there are three changes to the ending of the game, and basically these involve a certain, well, basically involves three characters: Crock, Bane, and Scarecrow. Scarecrow's hand will pop up if actually I don't really know what the conditions are for getting these endings, but you can either get Scarecrow, Crock, or Bane. Though I would imagine Bane would be considered the most canon. Although, hold on a second. Sorry. Although we never see Scarecrow in City outside of his mask, and Crock is mainly an Easter egg character. At least in City. He does come back as a boss fight in Origins. In fact, he's the very first boss of that game, and is also a DLC boss in Arkham Knight, where he actually looks pretty sick. But anyway, so this is the Killer Croc segment, and this is how we are going to end the video. But not now. We still got a few minutes. Sorry. So it is. Sorry. So this boss fight, if you could even call it that, it's basically a game of hot and cold. See the number on the left side of the screen? That means you're either getting close or getting further away from your goal. But sometimes Killer Croc will come out and will charge you. That is an instant game over if he actually gets you. So bear that in mind. It's pretty similar to the Titan, actually, where you need to like as he's charging or something, you need to throw a batarang at him, and you would obviously know that from the cutscene that happened with Scarecrow. So, yeah. Now the reason that I'm crouch walking is because Crock will sense more of the vibrations that are coming around. Like, if you run, he knows that you're gonna be there, right? So when everything's calm, it's best to just crouch and then move. But when Croc, like here, when Croc runs and, well, like when he breaches the surface and then charges Batman, he will cause a lot of water disturbance. I don't know why my brain is thinking too fast right now. I am so very sorry. Oh yeah, and also sometimes Croc can appear ahead of you, and you have to figure out where exactly he's coming from. So, just another spooky factor to the fight, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so basically just try to make as little try to move the platforms as little as possible, and whenever you see Croc, throw a batarang at his collar. That will temporarily knock him out. So, also, you'll need to collect, I believe, 7 of these spores, so that way you can have enough for the antidote. Although, to be fair, it ain't exactly much. So, yeah. But just remember, the tracker will always be your friend. Oh, and there's also this little thing where Croc can sometimes break the platforms that you're on. So when he does that, you'll have to run more, and when you're at an area that has no platforms like here, just use a line launcher. It's not a very hard fight at all. In fact, compared to most fights in this game, I would say that this adds a little bit more tension, because you never exactly know where Croc is going to show up all the time, if at all. Because, I don't know, I think Croc is one of the better fights, even though it is a Titan or Bane knockoff. But to be fair, like, this was before Arkham City or Knight, even, where, like, you could battle bigger, stronger bosses than you and still come out on top, you know? And I figured, you know what, why not cut out the middleman and just line launch all the way to the end, because I was able to get it down. So, and that was the final spore sample we needed. Now it's just a matter of getting back to the exit, which is the way we came in. And that little thing is a radio beacon. So that way, Batman can just follow that. Oh yeah. And I was actually very scared that I would die there for a minute, but you know. But managed to get it done, you know. But yeah. This is almost over. So, well, actually, I did want to vent just a small bit about about a small project I wanted to do, but I just can't seem to do it. Like, so, I wanted to make, like, an audio version of a story that I'm doing on my, Wattpad, which is, and my page to that site is, linked down below in case you actually want to go read. But, I, for the life of me, just can't fucking read. You know, like, makes sense. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I can't read, so, but it is a little annoying because, like, I wrote the thing. I should be able to freaking articulate what I want to say there. But, you know, like, I read it and I'm like, okay, why did I think this was good to write? So, yeah, it's a little disheartening, but maybe I can get better at it. Maybe I can. I don't know. Although, if I do, it'd probably be with a different means because I can't. I feel like I actually don't know what my problem is when it comes to reading. Like, maybe I just don't do it all that often. I don't know. Anyway, so now we get the final chase segment of this particular section. Just hold, run, and don't look back. If I had to compare it to something, it's the boulder chase segments from Crash Bandicoot, if anyone's ever played that. But okay, since I got a few minutes, basically we will blow Crock up. So if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for more content. The next milestone we'll be celebrating is 500 subscribers, and if possible, I'd like to hit that by June. So until next time, Social Goons, remember, reach for the stars.